Well, this last week was a week of flexing your muscle if you had it. Now, let's just see how that muscle turns into this week's power ranking. How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here, and today I'm here bringing you guys, me and my team's Week 4 NFL Power Rankings. Let's just dive right into this, starting at number 10. Before we do, I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments below who you got in your power rankings, because I want to hear what you guys have to say. This is going to get very interesting as opinions are going to differ on various teams, and I will get back to Ollie to leave a comment down below. Alright, so at number 10, we have the Green Bay Packers. Up from not being ranked last week, they are 2-1 going into this week. And man, I would have never thought, I was not really high on Jordan Love going into this season. But man, this man has been putting up some numbers. So taking a look here, this season, Jordan Love has 655 yards. Let's just see his completion percentage. So his regular season, he has 51 for 96. So just over 50%. Considering the weapons he has, that's pretty solid. He's been very protective of the ball as well, with 7 touchdowns to 1 interception, tied for the 6th best QBR. And man, this Packers team has just really been looking solid all around. I mean, they were making some sloppy mistakes last week, but overall they overcame those sloppy mistakes in the first half, and they deserve number 10 right here. Alright, so at number 9 we have the Cleveland Browns. This mostly because of their defense. Their offense has been alright, but if we take a look at the points per game, defensively, they are averaging 10.7, which is first. Defensive yards per game, 163.7 given up, which is first. Opponent points per play, 2.211, first. Opponent yards per play, 3.2, first. Third down conversion of the opponents, 19.5%, first. I mean, opponent touchdowns per game, 1, first. This season, the Cleveland Browns have been absolutely incredible defensively. This defense is an absolute unit. We get to see what they do against the Ravens this week, but man, they are deserving of this spot just because of that defense. At number 8, we have the Baltimore Ravens, down 2 spots, the 2-1 Ravens from last week, because you lost to the Colts in sloppy fashion, without Anthony Richardson, and they even gave you a safety too, and you did nothing with it. You did not want to win that last game. You really just did not look good in general. I mean, you're still doing enough offensively to save yourself, and defensively, you're saving a little bit, but I mean, your injury list is like a Pro Bowl roster I've seen. It's bad. But still, you've been dealing with injuries for years, and you have not been able to find a way to overcome it. If you can't overcome it this year, this team is not going to be anywhere good until they can overcome these injuries. And this team, I mean, there's a lot of potential. They are just not capitalizing on it. At number 7, we have the national embarrassment, the Dallas Cowboys, 2-1, down, falling and tumbling 6 total spots this week. Man, I mean, Dallas, what happened? How did you lose to Arizona? I mean, Arizona is just, I mean, don't get me wrong, something special is happening in Arizona if they're competing this well. But you had opportunities. And Dak, don't you think I'm going to let you get away with this. You had a shot to, get back in the game. You were at a goal line situation, you're passing it. You throw it, and you throw it right in between 2 Cardinals corners. You didn't even have a receiver in the area. Who were you throwing to, Dak? My dude. I mean, offensively, this team is not the Dallas Cowboys. Defensively, they're all right, but the defense completely collapsed against Arizona. So if you don't have that defense, and now that you're without Trayvon Diggs for the year because of a torn ACL in practice last week, you're going to be in some serious trouble. Serious trouble if you can't get the offense going. At number 6, we have a team rising up 3 spots this week, the Detroit Lions, who are 2-1. After a fairly solid win over Atlanta, they found a way to shut down Bijan Robinson, and if you can shut down Bijan Robinson, you can absolutely eliminate any threat that this Falcons team has. So if you shut down Bijan, you're good. Detroit found out how to do that, and they only let up 6 points defensively. Offensively, there was still some left to be desired, but you still got the job done. You came in there, got the job done, and you got out. Nice job, Detroit. You're looking solid. At number 5, this might be a bit of a controversial move, but we have a team falling 2 spots, the Philadelphia Eagles, despite their win. Now, this is not a knock on the Eagles by any stretch. It's not. It's more so a compliment about the teams below them that jumped and the teams that were still above them. I mean, you had teams like Miami, like Kansas City, like Buffalo, like San Francisco, that all had good games. So the fact that the Eagles are this low, they fell, has not much to do with the fact that this team sucks. This team, they came in and got their first legitimate solid win of the year. It was a margin of victory by multiple scores. That's what we would expect out of this Eagles offense. The offense has looked out of sync all year, but they finally got it together in this game. They could have scored more. They probably should have scored more. But defensively, they shut down the Bucs. They didn't let them back in it. And offensively, they got what they needed to do done. At number 4, we have the Buffalo Bills. I'm sorry, Bills. I could not really move you up. You did get a blowout win, yes. And you held them to 37-0 until Washington kicked a pity field goal to not be shut out. But at the same time, it was Washington. Not really a great team. Sam Howell kept them in it until he threw interceptions. I mean, the defense did a great job forcing Sam's hand to get interceptions. And you had a really solid week. You had a really solid game. Don't get me wrong. But just with the caliber of teams above you and how well they've been playing throughout the season and this week, I just could not really see rising you up anymore. Alright, at number 3, we have the Kansas City Chiefs rising up 4 spots as a 2-1 team this week because of an absolutely monstrous win. This game could have very well been worse than 70-20 if the Chiefs didn't pull their starters in the third quarter. I mean, it was that bad. They were up 41-0, or 40, yeah, it was like 41-0 halfway through the third quarter, and they just pulled their starters and said, nope, we're not getting hurt. Do what you want to do, backups. So this game could have very well been much worse than 70-20. But the Chiefs pulled what they did. They finally looked like the Chiefs that we know that they can be. Offensively, they were catching the ball. Travis Kelce got a big touchdown for Taylor Swift. It was all a whole celebration over there in Kansas City. At number 2, we have the 3-0 San Francisco 49ers. Not really rising this week because of the fact of one team on this list. I know you know who it is. Let me know in the comments if you know who it is, because we all know who it is. But anyway, San Francisco, it tells more about the team ahead of you than what you are. You have been fairly solid this year. You've been capping out at 30 points, yes, but you're getting the job done and doing what you gotta do. That's what we expect out of a team, and you are 3-0 as a result of it. So, no knocks I can really give against. And at number 1, you can tell me who it is down in the comments. It is the Miami Dolphins, up 4 spots. They would have rose up more, but they couldn't rise more than number 1. They are 3-0 after an incredible 70-point game against the Broncos. It is tough to put up a 70 burger. It is really tough. Miami came in and did it without Jalen Waddle, mind you. Jalen Waddle did not play a single down in that game because of injury. So the fact the Dolphins did that without Jalen Waddle, they are a scary unit. Now, I am a little concerned for them next week just because, you always tend to have the highest highs before the lowest lows. So I'm very nervous with them playing Buffalo. But you never know. I mean, this team has the offensive firepower to keep up with just about anyone in the league at any time. Well, that is about going to do it for me today. If you guys liked the video, don't forget to smash like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments who should have been in the list that didn't make it, who made it that didn't deserve to make it. I want to hear what you guys have to say on that, and I will get back to all you who leave a comment down below. And I guess if you haven't already, go ahead and check out our Week 3 recap to see how we got here over here. And I guess with that, I will see you guys later. Peace out and have a good one.